Welcome back to Lightcraft Academy. Hope everybody is doing well. As I mentioned quite a bit on this channel, I spend winters and part of the summer teaching in Wales, in the UK, and in the city of Cardiff. In the fall and spring, occasionally I do some remote teaching via video, and I use Lightcraft Jetset for a couple of reasons. One is that it's just a more compelling way to teach from half a world away or a quarter world away, but also to model how when we're using Jetset and students over there use Jetset, some of the ways that you can really sell a Jetset shot. And the example from my teaching and seeing in this video yesterday is, and what I'm doing today as well, is bringing in real world realia, props, and even maybe real objects, to sort of create that sense of that illusion of reality, that immersion, that there is some depth. And when you can bring in props that you can interact with, like the guitar and the amp and the keyboard, it just adds another level to really make virtual production as special as it is. One of my frustrations, and I sort of get around it with this gimbal, is that I do these solo. Now the gimbal does a pretty good job of rotating, so I can move and rotate. It's sort of like revolving, but nothing compares to having somebody pick up the iPhone on a rig and to walk around, and I'm showing you some examples now, and I'll do it in a second in a voiceover, to actually walk around the set, move in and out, not just revolve left and right, but do more dynamic movements. So let's take a break and review some of the things that you don't see on this channel, because I am doing solo, but some things that you're probably seeing when you are working with a partner. So let me just take a break and we'll talk about that. We have two concurrent themes with this episode of Lightcraft Academy. One is the importance of using physical props as you build out your set and virtual backdrop. Finding props that fit the scene can go a long way in really adding to the immersion. In this case, I've added a microphone, a camera, and a laptop to create a sense of depth in the shot. Also, camera movement is really what makes virtual production so immersive. I can mimic minor camera movement on just one axis with my gimbal, but you can really see how a handheld shot where movement is not limited to just one axis can really be compelling. And we're doing this with a 2D image, but combining some 3D props. It's brilliant to see how they can blend together. And back, so this set had a number of generations before I finally arrived on something that I liked. I started off in Midjourney and I prompted it for like an abandoned room, and I got this original object. Then I went into to Photoshop Beta and I started to build it out, remodel it, add some peeling paint chips. I'm looking at my reference monitor. So you've got paint chips behind us and all over the place. At the end, if I can lean over here, let me just, I can't really lean over here. Behind me, I created a whole other room. And you can also see over this shoulder, everything's backwards here. Over that shoulder, you can see I've created another room. So I've essentially expanded this set to the point where it begins to look like a real room. Also, as I said before in this channel, pay attention to acoustics. I'm guessing that if I'm doing this in an abandoned warehouse like this, there's going to be some reverb. There's not a lot of carpet and furniture to absorb the sound. So part of it is sell your shot by considering the audio as well. Also, this is great stuff to teach your students. So just an experiment. We'll be talking more about building out your set with some props. And again, I can't overstate that this is cool, but so much cooler if somebody could pick this camera up and move in. And even on a 2D, it's amazing to me on a 2D background, the 2D and the 360, it's two-dimensional, but we can still do some pretty cool parallax just with the incredible power of this iPhone app and having some foreground interest and something behind me and a microphone, and all that just really helps to sell. So as always, thanks for calling. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Take care.